Welcome back to Rob Schmitt Tonight. The U.S. doing damage control after at least 11 Chinese missiles splashed into the waters north, south, and east of Taiwan earlier today. This after Pelosi stirred up a lot of drama with a blatantly unnecessary trip this week. Former Trump Deputy National Security Advisor KT McFarland joins us now to talk about this. Good to see you again, KT. And, the White House is urging China not to react over Pelosi's visit. Here's the Pentagon spokesman, John Kirby, right here.
There's no reason to react the way that they have. We again urge the Chinese to bring down the tensions, just like we are doing. We're not saber rattling. Just bring down the tensions and work through this so that there's no change in the status quo of a unilateral or a forceful nature.
So are we not saber rattling? It kind of felt like we were.
Look, the major gripe I have with the Biden administration is they never anticipate the consequences of their actions, whether it's leaving Afghanistan, whether it's as having the American war on American fossil fuels, or now whether it's Pelosi's trip. Of course, the Chinese were going to respond. They had to respond, and they'll respond in two ways. They'll punish us, and they'll also punish Taiwan. You know, Taiwan is as close to mainland China as Cuba is to Florida, to the United States. Right. If you were in Taiwan today, you looked over the ocean, and what did you see? Missiles going off, live fire missiles. They were not shooting blanks. The Chinese have demonstrated that what they can do is they could blockade Taiwan. They could shut off the world's supply of microprocessors and chips. They could punish the United States in a number of ways, not buy our grain. They could withhold antibiotics. 90% of our antibiotics come from China. There's a lot China can do, and somehow Biden, John Kirby, Nancy Pelosi, they didn't think this through. They thought it was just going to be a terrific photo op. And now what?
Why did Pelosi go? What do you really think?
Well, I think it's a couple of reasons. One, she has a very large Asian population in her district. So, and she's always historically been tough on China, or at least talked tough on China, not done stuff, talk stuff. And I think the Biden administration, which had to know she was going. I mean, look, I've spent the majority of my professional life in the West Wing of the White House. You do not have the #3 official in the United States going to take a trip somewhere without the West Wing of the White House knowing. Why? At a minimum, they had to give her an airplane. So they knew she was planning to go to Taiwan. So she announces she's going to go, and then the administration says, well, maybe it's not a great idea, but then she's going to go anyway because she has to go once the Chinese call their bluff. And so we're now in this potentially really serious crisis. The Chinese will retaliate. My guess is they'll do it in the fall. They have to retaliate for their own domestic political reasons.
You know, the funniest part is watching them tap dance around what they make of the China-Taiwan situation and how they label it. The White House is lobbying now Democrats against a bill that would designate Taiwan as a major non-NATO ally and provide the country with $4.5 billion in security. So Taiwan is certainly not getting the Ukraine treatment, we can tell you that. The National Security Council spokeswoman wrote in part, "We do have concerns with elements of this bill which would contradict and undermine the United States government's long-standing one China policy and contravene the president's constitutional authorities to determine the United States position on the status of Taiwan." The way we handle this, the way we look at this situation, the one China thing, it doesn't make a lot of sense in the way we behave.
Look, it's
and
blah,
the
blah,
way we
blah.
label. Yeah.
It's a lot of atmospherics. It's a lot of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
If we really were serious about Taiwan and we were really serious about standing up to China, we would do three things. One, we would regain technological superiority over China. We would put real money into research and development. We don't do that anymore. And Biden's cut back whatever we were doing. Number two, we'd rebuild our Navy. For 20 years, we've been fighting these forever wars in the Middle East, ignoring our own Navy, ignoring China, ignoring what we needed to do. And then finally, we better secure that supply chain crisis, because if we have a showdown with China, we could be in really serious economic trouble, as well as every other trouble if the Chinese decide to withhold supplies, critical elements of the supply chain. They're doing none of that. None of it.
Understood. I got a few seconds left. Everybody saw what happened with Brittney Griner today, that a WNBA player gets 9 years in prison for smuggling this cannabis oil into the country. Your thoughts on this situation? What do you think? How do you think this ends?
Look, cast your own fate. You know, I don't have a lot of sympathy for her, and I certainly don't think it deserves the level of, say, trading Americans, trading her for some serious criminals in the United States system. If we really wanted to be tough on Russia, again, We wouldn't do it militarily. We wouldn't do it with a basketball player smoking cannabis. What we would do, we would stop the war on American fossil fuels. We would pump oil. We would push the price of oil down. We'd bankrupt Russia. Don't do that either.
You're too smart, KT. You're too smart for Washington. All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Good to see you.
Great to be with you. Thanks, Rob.
Hey, guys, it's Rob Carson. With inflation at its highest level in 40 years and interest rates skyrocketing, your retirement plans are in danger. Well, our friends at American Hartford Gold can help show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Yeah. If you call them right now, they have a special offer. They will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order. So don't wait. Call now. Here's the number, 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309, or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532. Thank you.